Choice boards are a great way for students to get some choice in how they demonstrate to you that they've learned a concept that you're trying to teach them in class. Um, it's a great way for them to be engaged, and it gives them some empowered learning because they get to choose what they're doing instead of it kind of being forced on them. And they get to choose things that kind of lean toward their strengths. So they feel a little more confident in what they're giving back to you. So I'm going to show you some examples of some choice boards. This one is the first one. It's made in Google Slides. So everything that the students need is embedded right here in this one Google slide. This is the opening slide where the kids start. Now, I will tell you, this one is for kindergartners. So, or first grade, I guess. First grade, it's a Kentucky history choice board, but it's just organized really well, and you could, use this concept and then make it fit your curriculum. So here are some things that I really like about this one. First of all, there's a start here. So there's one common activity that all the kids do. Okay, so that's pretty consistent across most choice boards. That way the teacher still gets, some control of the activity, and then the students get to branch out on their own. So it has a start here in the center that all the kids do. What I like also about this is because it's in Google Slides, this teacher has embedded audio directions. So how great is that? Because how many kids, forget what the teacher says, or they weren't listening, or maybe they had earbuds in that we couldn't see and they didn't hear what the teacher said. Well, once those words are gone, the kids can't get them back. But this little audio directions is right here for the kids. So if they're home and working on this, they just have to click on this, and look, it's just 1 minute long. That's not long at all, but it's long enough for the teacher to explain, to the students what to do. So I love that part of this. There's lots of choices, again, for the kids to use. They can read something and take a quiz. So some kids like to do that. They can create a symbol. They can write about it. Here's a flip grid to, show them what you know, or to talk about it on a video. Some kids like to do that. Notice also that this is organized. These are blue and these are green. So the teacher might say, okay, everybody does the center square, and then you choose one blue and one green. Okay, so that way the teacher, again, still has some control, but it gives students some options. Here's an Edpuzzle video, and they can answer questions. Here's a Screencastify, create a poster, and there's another Quiz. So just some really great organization. And again, if you look down the slides here, everything that the student needs when they click on whatever their choice is right here embedded in this one Google slide. So I really love the organization of this one. Love that audio file in the corner. And again, this one is made in Google Slides. Here is another one that is a Hamlet tic-tac-toe board. It's made in Google Docs. It's made by creating a table. Also, it seems like it's most common for choice boards to have 9. I think it's because you have that center square that can be a common one. It doesn't have to be 9. It's just kind of most common. You do whatever you need to do. But on this one, again, this is for Acts 1 through 4. And most of the time, choice boards are for one single concept or one single thing that you're going over in class. So you kind of make every activity that you choose revolve around that one concept. So this says everybody starts with number 5. So again, similar to the one that we just saw. So everybody does number 5. This one says obtain a critical thinking task card, answer the prompt, and then share your answer on a Padlet that the teacher has created. Okay, so everybody does this one. And then the instructions say you've got to choose your path to make a tic-tac-toe, right? So everybody does this one. So you could either then choose 1 and 9, or choose 7 and 3, right? 2 and 8, or 4 and 6. So again, the teacher can kind of be creative with some things, placing them in certain places. So maybe both of them aren't writing prompts that the students would do. That way you're kind of encouraging them to do something different. So one might be a writing prompt, and then this one, it's create a graphic organizer, right? So kind of pulling in some different skills for the students. So I really like how this one, again, all these are linked. So this is a hyperdoc with everything the students need starting off from this page. I love this one. And this one again is in Google Docs, and this is just a table. Okay. And then the last one I'm going to show you is actually a Google form, and I love this one. I love this idea. I kind of borrowed it from someone. They shared it with me. I didn't steal it. They shared it willingly. But this Google form, the students would fill out their name, right? And then they choose which activity they want. The teacher that used this said that she loved it because she knew what all the kids were working on. You know, with these, the kids don't really tell you which one they're working on. They just start working and you kind of figure it out on your own, but you're not really sure what they should be doing at the time. She said what was great about this one is she knew when they chose a short story or to create a slide deck or to record yourself in like a podcast or illustrate it. Okay, so they made this choice. And then this form is set up that when they make that choice, I'm going to take you to the edit. When they make the choice, if they choose slide deck here, it goes to section 3, which is slide deck. If they choose record, it goes to section 4. And then the way this form is built, if they choose section 2, it takes you to short story and tells you those instructions. You could put links and pictures and anything that you need right here. If they choose slide deck, here are the slide deck instructions. If they choose record yourself, here's the recording instructions. And then illustration, and here's the illustration. So whatever they choose up here in their choice board, it takes them to those specific instructions. So here are 3 examples, one in Google Slides, one in Google Docs, and one in Google Forms, just whichever one you feel most comfortable with. Give it a try. If you need any help with this, let me know, but I think you'll love it. I think your students will love it, and I think you'll see increased engagement. I think the students are going to like making that choice and kind of doing what they want to do around your concept. I think you'll like it. So give choice boards a try. Thanks.